This is your High Desert Sports Report, the Victor Valley's only weekly action highlights sports program, covering our area's schools, teams, athletes, and sporting events. Sultana gets strong starting pitching from Isaiah Galindo and run production from up and down the batting order to subdue Burroughs 12-2. 8 different Sultans drive in runs, and Isaiah Galindo holds the visitors to 3 hits over 5 innings of work, striking out 6 while giving up the 2 runs. His catcher tells us what to expect when the senior right-hander is on.
Well, first of all, the fastball. The fastball can get up to the 80s. A lot of control with that. Curveball for sure. He spikes that perfectly, so we'll see that moving a lot. Changeup, probably one of the most effective pitches. We'll see it cut in on righties, tail out on lefties.
The visitors had gotten on the board in the first. The leadoff hitter hit by the first pitch of the game. Then this triple sends the first run across. You know, you walk or hit the leadoff hitter in an inning, he is bound to score. Isaiah Galindo bears down and strands that runner, getting the called strike 3 to end Burroughs' half of the first. Leadoff hitter Clay Porter will score the Sultans' first run. He led off with a single and promptly steals second. The senior second baseman leads his team in hitting, stolen bases, runs scored, and runs driven in. Jimmy Hernandez blisters the too hot to handle base hit into right field, scoring Clay Porter to even the score. Jimmy Hernandez not only leads his team in RBIs, the senior first baseman leads the league in that department with 13. Finn Wall drives in run number 2 with the sacrifice fly, and when Burroughs mishandles the throw back in, Sultana has a 3-run first. Sultana follows with a 5-run second and adds 2 more in the third and fourth. Junior Josh Godinez collects 3 of his team's 11 hits. Finn Wall, the only other Sultan with a multiple hit game. The win, combined with Oak Hill's 2-1 win over Apple Valley, keeps the Sultans 1 game in back of the Bulldogs atop the Mojave River League standings. The importance of winning this day in Coach Dave Booth's pregame remarks.
Yeah, it's very important today to definitely get a win. We're battling. We're kind of behind Oak right now in the standings, so we need to make sure that we get today's win out and done, and then we can focus on Thursday after today.
The Thursday game for the Sultans is in Ridgecrest, a return engagement against the Burroughs. Oak Hills goes to Apple Valley Thursday, and the Hesperia Scorpions try for back-to-back wins over Serrano when they host the Diamondbacks. The Lady Bulldogs of Oak Hills remain unbeaten atop the MRL following Monday's 9-3 win at Apple Valley. The Lady Sun Devils are at Oak Hills Thursday. Sultana's girls accompany the baseball team to Ridgecrest Thursday to play the Lady Burroughs. Serrano's Monday win against Hesperia sets up Thursday's rematch at Serrano. Wednesday's Desert Sky League softball schedule sends the Lady Hawks to Granite Hills. Adelanto goes to Barstow. Victor Valley, ranked 21st in CIF Division 6, does not return to action until next week. The Adelanto Saints tangle with Barstow. Wednesday, the Saints are ranked 24th in Division 5. Silverado goes to Granite Hills in Wednesday's other DSL pairing. This online sports report is presented by the Community Table Restaurant, applauding the return of spring sports at our High Desert and Mojave River Valley schools. Call 760-245-6565 and have the Community Table Restaurant piping hot and delicious breakfast ready for pickup 6 until 10 in the morning, any morning. The Community Table Restaurant is located in the Holiday Inn in Victorville. The Holiday Inn, favored destination for travelers and visitors to the Victor Valley. Terry Kurtz here, inviting you to join us on Terry Kurtz Online, the half-hour report on High Desert and Mojave River Valley events and activities, entertainment, and history. It shows 3 times daily at 7:30 and 11:30 mornings and 4:30 in the afternoon, right here on Victor Valley TV, immediately following your High Desert Sports Report. It's the most informative and entertaining half hour of high desert television today. Your High Desert Sports Report is brought to you by Down Home Grill in Victorville on the corner of Bear Valley Road and Ridgecrest Road.
Sold.
Bid fast and last, sold on supporting High Desert Sports. Midway Home Solutions in Victorville. Deagle and Don always has discount prices on appliances, mattresses, home furnishings, and electronics. Valu Quality Truck Body, family owned and operated since 1954. Valu manufactures state-of-the-art truck bodies for the construction industry nationwide. Greiner Buick GMC in Victorville. Greiner always has the best damn used cars, period. Iwanzik Law Firm. Trial lawyers for serious problems. Desert High Transportation. Reliable and dependable non-emergency transportation for ambulatory and wheelchair passengers. And by the Community Table Restaurant in the Holiday Inn in Victorville. For Hesperia, it is 57 and counting. 57 straight league victories. The Scorpions pulling away from Oak Hills in the fourth quarter to beat back the Bulldogs 57-47. The backcourt tandem of John McCullough and Micah Gardner, too much firepower for the visitors to overcome. Micah Gardner, 17 points. Game-high 22 points for John McCullough, exactly his season average. Neither team shoots well from the floor, nor does either team score on their initial possessions. When Samaj Blocker follows his shot, the visitors break the ice on this very warm first Thursday of May. Micah Gardner answers with the first of his handful of threes, literally a handful, 5 from beyond the arc this night for the 6'5" senior. Samaj Blocker brings it coast to coast, and the Bulldogs retake the lead. The smooth-as-silk 6'2" junior scores 13 this game. Samaj Blocker sends the assist to Michael Miller, who hits the 3. Oak Hills is up by 4, 2 minutes in. There will be 11 lead changes in the first half. This John McCullough 3 puts the Scorpions back up by 1, 3 minutes in. Scorpions against the zone. Jesse Martinez down low, back out to Amari Dukes. Touch pass to John McCullough, who drives the baseline and scores. Game tied at 13. Samaj Blocker breaks down Hesperia's zone and breaks the tie. When Samaj Blocker completes the three-point play, the Bulldogs have a 3-point lead. Samaj Blocker has 7 of his team's first 16 points, and the visitors have a 16-13 lead at the end of the first 8 minutes of play. Micah Gardner's only basket this night, not a three-pointer, puts the Scorpions back in the lead 18-16. John McCullough highlights both ends of the court, the blocked shot, then running the court and tipping it in. The Dogs not only take a bite out of Hesperia's lead, they grab it back on the Zamari Gloud glider. Zamari Gloud, 5'10" junior, 2 of his 7 points put Oak Hills ahead 21-20. Seth Goodrow free throws result in the 7th lead change in the first 11 minutes of play. 22-21, Scorpions 3 minutes into the second quarter. Lead change number 8, sophomore Matt Frierson inside. Matt Frierson, a 6-foot sophomore. No Bulldog there to stop John McCullough's drive shot. Lead change, engine number 9. Apologies to Roger Miller, but Michael Miller becomes king of the road to the basket, answering in kind, and Oak Hills regains the lead 25-24 on the game's 10th lead change of the first half. After John McCullough had put Hesperia back on top at the free throw line, Eric Lynch converts 2 from the foul line, and it is 27-26 Bulldogs. Eric Lynch, a 5'9" senior floor general for Coach Rod Alexander's Dogs. Free throws, in fact, enable the visitors to increase their lead to 5. Michael Miller, 4 in succession from the line. One expression I do not particularly care for these days is saying, don't go to sleep on such and such, meaning pay attention to a certain player or team. but we can see stark evidence of Scorpions going to sleep in the old-fashioned sense of the word when Nevik Rincon is at the line with less than 1 second to go in the second quarter. The Scorpions fail to block out, and Samaj Blocker follows the miss with the basket as the buzzer sounds. Oak Hills carries the momentum of an 8-point lead into halftime, 34-26. John McCullough's three opens second-half scoring. The Scorpions' scoring leader on the season is 6'3", a senior. But like the first quarter, neither team exactly hits the ground running offensively to start the second half. A grand total of 7 points scored combined by the teams through the first 3.5 minutes of the third quarter. Hesperia then stages a surge, effectively cutting into the Oak Hills halftime lead. John McCullough at his best, finishing off this drive. Then Micah Gardner from three-point range, and the Scorpions are within 2 at the midway mark of quarter number 3. Hesperia on an 8-2 run. Amari Dukes to John McCullough from well beyond the three-point line, and Hesperia regains the lead 37-36. The visitors don't fold their pup tent and run. Oh no, needing a stop. Nevik Rincon the steal, and it is 38-37. Bulldogs back on top. And it is Who Let the Dogs Out? Zamari Glad for 3. The Bulldogs and Scorpions begin the fourth quarter tied at 41. The teams trade baskets to start the fourth. Then the Scorpions go up by 3 on Micah Gardner, connecting from beyond the arc. When Micah Gardner repeats the feat, Kyle Rubio the assist, the Scorpions' lead is 49-44. Defense against the drive often trumps aggressive drives to the basket this night. Referees nearly succeed at revoking the license to drive from scoring leaders. Michael Miller deserves commendation for maintaining his composure on this call, a call not met with appreciation from the Bulldogs' first-year head coach. Hesperia will outscore Oak Hills 15-5 in the fourth quarter. John McCullough's bank shot helping the Scorpions put the game away. The final, 57-47. Has the pressure mounted on the Scorpions with each successive win in Mojave River League play?
I think that the pressure that we face is given to us by ourselves. We have a young group. I know we got John Dukes and Micah back. Kyle's back, but he didn't play much. But the rest of the kids are young. They're sophomores and freshmen. And they don't understand what it is. Every single night, somebody's coming to beat us. And I don't think our kids understand that yet. We're getting there, but they don't understand what that really means just yet.
The Scorpions' quest for consecutive MRL win 58 takes them to Serrano Monday. Oak Hills is at Apple Valley next Thursday. Sultana has a chance to snap their 2-game skid and hand Burroughs their first league loss Thursday next. This online sports report presented by Valu Quality Truck Bodies. Valu Quality Truck Body, family owned and operated since 1954. Valu manufactures state-of-the-art truck bodies for the construction industry nationwide. Valu Quality Truck Bodies, supporting teams, schools, and athletes throughout the Victor Valley. The Bradco Companies present This Date in High Desert and Mojave River Valley Sports History. The Bradco Companies support the student-athletes, teams, and sports programs at Victor Valley College, Barstow College, and the schools throughout our Mojave River Valley. Video Sports flashes back to high school football all-star games seasons past, including interviews with Most Valuable Players Jimmy Musgrave, 2011, Tyler Murphy, 2013, John Mackesy, 2014, and Austin Williams, 2015. Most Valuable Players of the High Desert Classic All-Star Games past read like a who's who of Victor Valley gridiron standouts. Isaiah Kepley of Victor Valley's Jackrabbits and Jimmy Musgrave of Silverado were MVPs in 2011. Kepley, wearing 17 throughout his career, became a 2-year starter at Citrus and then played at Southeastern Louisiana. Linebacker Jimmy Musgrave earned a scholarship to Oregon transferred to Victor Valley College, then completed his collegiate career at the University of Texas, El Paso. Jimmy Musgrave headed up VVC Rams, named First Team All-Conference in 2014, and became a prime example of local players who may be best served by beginning their collegiate career at Victor Valley College.
It's been more like coming to a JC kind of scholarship and stuff like that. I was up at Oregon, playing big time football, and I had to go through spinal surgery. I was told I was going to play football again, and then kind of came back, was in rehab for a while. I got that rehab, I started building, and now I'm actually better than I was before. I'm out here, with our team. I'm happy I came to DVC.
Oak Hill's running back MARSHAUN COPRICH is the point man in the Brigade of High Desert Grid Stars, named First Team All-CIF. Silverado and Serrano lead High Desert schools in All-CIF football standouts, with 5 Hawks and 4 Diamondbacks named First Team. 4 of Silverado's selections came from Coach Carl Posey's defense, led by Area Defensive Player of the Year, linebacker Victor Iosefa. Outside linebacker Darrell White, number 6, was an all-area defensive back a year before. White was also this year's leading ball carrier for the Desert Sky League champion Hawks. Defensive lineman Marcel Buchanan, number 8, registered 60 tackles for the Hawks. Safety Kyle Trammell, number 32, registered 108 tackles and had 2 pass interceptions for the Hawks. Trammell is the lone junior among Hawks named All-CIF. Kicker Andreas Velasco averaged over 40 yards a punt and registered touchbacks in over half his kickoffs. Running back ADARIUS HOGAN scored 17 touchdowns and rushed for 1,584 yards for the Diamondbacks. 6'4", 300-pound tackle Mark Knapp, number 63, falls on the fumble here, enabling the Diamondbacks to keep possession on this regulation play-ending scoring drive against Apple Valley and ultimately win in overtime the Mojave River League title. Justin Van Atta, number 88, is the Mojave River League Defensive Player of the Year with 68 tackles and 5 sacks. Van Atta is 6'3", 205. Linebacker Chris LeVai, number 14, the Diamondbacks' leading tackler with 128. Oak Hill's defense was anchored by 6'4" cornerback Daniel Davis, number 3, 41 tackles and 3 pass interceptions for the Bulldogs. Speedster MARSHAUN COPRICH of Oak Hills is the All-Area Offensive Player of the Year with 28 touchdowns and 2,221 yards for the Bulldogs. A 5'6", 165-pound COPRICH led the CIF Eastern Division in scoring and total offense. MARSHAUN COPRICH went on to earn first-team All-American honors in 2015 at Illinois State, where he broke every rushing and scoring record. Apple Valley wide receiver Tyler Baskett caught 46 passes for 521 yards and 7 touchdowns, one of 2 Sun Devils named All-CIF. Kicker Jonathan Gonzalez, a junior, is the other. Gonzalez scored 60 points, place kicking for the Sun Devils. Granite Hills wide receiver Malik Williams was also named to the All-Area Defensive Team for the Cougars. Sultana's Terrence Lang, number 36, represents the Sultans, selected from his defensive lineman position. The 5'11", 251-pound Lang had 65 tackles and 7.5 sacks. Shown here on offense, the bruising ball carrier averaged nearly 9 yards per carry for Coach Blake Robbins' Sultans, scoring 13 touchdowns. 8-man All-CIF performers from Victor Valley teams are led by Joe Harrison, Defensive Player of the Year and Excelsior running back, leading Coach Bill Rivera's Eagles to the CIF championships for the second straight season. The North's high school all-star victory in 2012 turned out to be their last in the series. Originally, all All-Stars came from high desert teams, including Big Bear and Burroughs. 3 consecutive lopsided shutout victories by the South, beginning in 2013, prompted the format to change. Now it is Victor Valley players against Antelope Valley players.
South All-Stars, big play offense, touchdowns by air, by land, by air, and by the defense, accounting for the scoring in the 6th annual contest showcasing the High Desert's top senior talent. This sun-drenched January Saturday, Adelanto High School's Saints Stadium. That's not to say the blue-jerseyed North struggled throughout. Nearly a defensive touchdown here, a trip to pay dirt called back.
3rd and long. High snap and mishandled handoff, the game's first turnover. Cody Penfold, Sultana's 5'9", 185-pound linebacker, number 7, with the recovery right at the 50. Andrew Robbins at the helm for the South. Following a first down incompletion, Apple Valley's Tyler Murphy picks up 4 of his 81 rushing yards on the day. Center Ryan Kistner guards Daniel James and Jay Lee, tackles Joel Sandals and Matt Hdsr up front for the South. On 3rd down, Murphy follows Hdsr's block and carries to the 20. Marquise Jones brings Murphy down. A face mask penalty puts the South at the 10. Robbins goes right back to Williams on 3rd and long. Andrew to DeAndre, the crossing route, and it's pay dirt from 18 out for the 6', 180-pound Diamondbacks, Mr. Versatility.
The wide open. Coach said do a drag, so I did a drag, and number 6 from Apple Valley got my block, and it's an easy touchdown.
It was just a simple 4 route, which is just a drag over the middle, and I mean, DeAndre just came open because the linebackers couldn't keep up with him, and it was just an easy throw. Pretty much DeAndre did all the work, made me look good.
Here comes primetime Tyler Murphy, remindful of a Barry Sanders, spinning away in the backfield. One is DeAndre Williams with the block on cornerback Quan Turner. Murphy, 53 yards. Kyle Pittman of Barstow dives to no avail. Touchdown, South. The 5'8", 170-pound Sun Devil speedster credits his blocker.
DeAndre had me blocked downfield, and I just cut right off of him, and to the end zone it was.
Andrew Robbins, the slant pattern to Oak Hill's Tyrone Gilmore. 14-0 South, 1 minute into the second stanza. Serrano, 6'2", Sean Shanks. Spin move, jars the ball into the air. It bounces away from Philip Hernandez, 13. It's Jack Hammond of Burroughs who pounces on the ball, avoiding disaster. The North dodges a bullet, but the South is about to fire another volley. Next play. Fink's aerial intercepted by Big Bear's Gabe Cicero at the 18. Add 6 to the South's total. The South goes back to the air. Tyrone Gilmer with the touchdown reception. An 11-yard scoring play from Daniel Epperson. Epperson, the All-CIF Diamondbacks quarterback and Daily Press Offensive Player of the Year. Jacob Sherwood, 50, and Sean Shanks, 77. Hurry, watch, throw here. Davion Heflin capitalizes and runs it back. But it's called back. Intended receiver Jackson French knocked down while the ball was in the air. Still, a play Davion Heflin will treasure to remember in his final high school gridiron encounter. The South All-Stars prevail in the 6th annual High Desert Seniors All-Star Game, 28-0. Player of the game, and play of the game for that matter, Tyler Murphy, the 53-yard touchdown to start the second quarter. Murphy went on to lead all ball carriers with 81 yards on 5 carries, nearly all in the first half, as the South mounted a 22-0 halftime lead. The South's victory even the All-Star Game series at 3 wins apiece. 2014 defensive MVP John Mackesy of Serrano went on to start at linebacker for 2 seasons at Chaffee.
It was a lot of fun meeting lots of new guys, practicing with them, and just becoming a team over the short week that we did, and just had a lot of fun out here playing with these guys, and just it was a lot of fun.
The talent in the high desert is obviously growing, and there's a lot of very, very good football players playing this game. It's an opportunity for, some of these young kids who haven't gotten picked up yet to gather a little bit more exposure and get a chance for somebody to see them.
All-Star Game most valuable players have included Sam Taylor of Silverado in 2014 and Austin Williams of Serrano in 2015. Both quarterbacks played their first year of collegiate ball on Coach Dave Hoover's 2016 Victor Valley College Rams.
The most fun was playing against all of our friends in our league, seeing everybody just coming across.
The High Desert Classic Seniors All-Star Football Game is presented by CYAP, California Youth Athletic Program.
This week's Mojave River League games features Tuesday's Battle of the Unbeatens. Hesperia seeks a 57th straight MRL win when the Scorpions host Burroughs. Coach Bobby Tossetti's Scorpions are ranked 13th in CIF Division II AA. The Burroughs escaped Apple Valley with a 38-33 win in their last outing. Burroughs ranks 7th in Division IV AA. CIF announced last week regional playoffs will be held in basketball, as well as baseball and softball. Hesperia's Lady Scorpions try to knock Burroughs girls from the unbeaten ranks in MRL play when Hesperia takes their 3-game winning streak to Ridgecrest Tuesday to battle Burroughs. Oak Hills will be pulling for Hesperia to upset Burroughs to keep the Lady Bulldogs' chances alive to repeat as MRL champions. Oak Hills has winless Sultana at home Tuesday. Adelanto's 3-0 Desert Sky League mark is on the line when the Saints go to Granite Hills Wednesday. The Cougars are 2-1 in league, coming off their 88-85 win over Victor Valley in the Cougars' last outing. Then Victor Valley surprised Silverado Friday, handing the Hawks a second straight defeat in DSL play. Silverado's girls are the lone unbeaten team in the Desert Sky League. On any given day, the rule of the day in Mojave River League play, Oak Hills suffered its first league loss when beaten by Hesperia. The Lady Bulldogs aim to remain unbeaten in league play when Oak Hills goes to Apple Valley Monday. Coach Kelly Rios' girls are ranked 6th in CIF Division IV. CIF announced last week regional playoffs will be held in softball, as well as baseball and basketball. Postseason play begins the first week in June. Serrano tries to escape the cellar when the Lady Diamondbacks host Burroughs Monday. Sultana is idle this week. Silverado's Lady Hawks knocked Victor Valley from the Desert Sky League unbeaten ranks with an 11-5 home field victory Friday. Holly Schultz's 3-run home run leading the way for Coach Ryan Martinson's girls. Wednesday's schedule sends the Lady Hawks to Granite Hills, and Adelanto goes to Barstow. Victor Valley, ranked 21st in CIF Division VI, won't get a chance to get back on the winning track until the following week. Adelanto faces a stiff test when they tangle with Barstow Wednesday. The Saints are ranked 24th in Division V. Silverado goes to Granite Hills in Wednesday's other DSL pairing.
Your High Desert Sports Report is brought to you by Down Home Grill in Victorville on the corner of Bear Valley Road and Ridgecrest Road. Bid fast and last, sold on supporting High Desert Sports. Midway Home Solutions in Victorville. Deagle & Don always has discount prices on appliances, mattresses, home furnishings, and electronics. Valu Quality Truck Body. Family owned and operated since 1954. The Bradco Companies, supporting all of the teams and sports programs throughout the Mojave River Valley. Iwanzak Law Firm, trial lawyers for serious problems.
and by the Community Table Restaurant in the Holiday Inn in Victorville, supporting high desert teams, athletes, and sports programs. This is your High Desert Sports Report, the Victor Valley's only weekly action highlights sports program, covering our area's schools, teams, athletes, and sporting events. Thanks for watching.